stream setup is working, man. How y'all been though? Put y'all twisty fingers in the air if y'all really rocking with the tribe, y'all. It's been an early start, yo. Early start, y'all. Early start. I don't know what's going on with my dang stream. Look at this. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Before I just hold on. Show y'all something real quick. This is the new setup. Let me show y'all the new setup. Let me get everything going. Hold on. Look. This joint. Look. Oh man. Can you guys still see me or no? Let's see. Look at this. Stuff. This joint. What y'all think? Alright, what y'all think? Say what up to Spice, y'all. We up. Yeah, all that shit that people was talking before about my setup. Hey, those days are done. Those days are done. You can't talk shit about my stream setup anymore. I know it's been a minute. I'm just tapping in with y'all tribe. Gotta make sure y'all straight. You know, I haven't tapped in with y'all in a minute. I know you guys have seen me on social or just, let me turn this shit off. That stuff on the top. Hold on, y'all. What the heck is that sound? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. You know me. Unk to the rescue, man.
Remember 90s.
What? I'm not trying to hear that. And that's Scarface playing in the background if you guys are any fans. Let me see, y'all. Look, I look like an old head doing this. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get back to it. Him. But what's shaking? Y'all straight? Y'all straight? Are y'all good? Are y'all families good, most importantly? I'm always praying for you guys. And always praying that you're doing well, your family's doing well. You know, you gotta start off with that.
It was no. Finding Nemo was released in the early.
Bro, what am I hearing right now?
It's okay. It was a no. Scorpius finished. Everybody else. Oh, not bad. Nice job.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't mind me, you guys. I'm trying to figure out where this sound is coming from.
Sorry.
Nah, but I appreciate you guys. I'm doing well. My hand's feeling a lot better. Broke my hand about a month and some change ago, or maybe it's 2 months now. So I could finally move my damn hand. You can see I don't know if you guys could see it, but I had surgery right here. Yeah, had to give myself a rest. Did not know how to transition out of the season after we lost to the Celtics. It was just brutal, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. You know, when I say brutal, I'm being very responsible with my words. It just was a lot on my body, my mind, my spirit. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't want to go into the finals losing or anything like that and not playing well, but you know, you got to take your licks, take your lessons, and keep moving forward. You know, so they got that one. They won fair and square. But yeah, I just been resting, you guys. Just been resting, catching up on rest, traveling the world. This is probably the best summer I've had. Just traveling wise with my family. I definitely did not know how to vacation after the season. You know what I mean? Like I literally was sitting in my crib for a few days and I'm like, man, I gotta get back out there. And then doing that, I'm training a few of my young fellas, then I end up breaking my hand, so I had to really relax. And then after that, you know, I was in Italy, Greece, Egypt. I mean, I have no complaints, right? You know what I mean? I have no complaints. But even at the core of that, you know, I was always praying for the world. I was always praying for my brothers and sisters around the world, fighting for their liberation. I was praying for all of our oppressed communities or communities that are still being oppressed racially, financially, socially. You know what I mean? There's just so much going on in the world. You guys know I got to take my second to make sure that I'm putting the energy in the right places, you know, because as great as vacation is, as great as doing things outside the world, there are so many other people in the world that I am thinking about and I am considering, and I'm also yeah, just being responsible about the way I live my life and how I portray my life, you know. So everything ain't peaches and roses for everybody else, you know. So as much as I want to talk about a great celebratory summer, you know, I still want to put my prayers out to all the innocent lives that are that have been taken and are being taken in the midst of a genocide, in the midst of apartheid, in the midst of you know, just so much anger and you know, just violence, and any of that stuff doesn't sit right with me. So, you know, I'm always going to stand with all those that are fighting for their liberation, all those that are protecting the innocent people in the world that want nothing to do with war. They don't want anything to do with, you know, the social violence and all this extra stuff. They just want to be peaceful human beings. It's not too much to ask for. You know, you can call me a spiritual guru or whatever you want, or hoping for a new world. I don't care. I'm going to pray every day to make sure my people are liberated, to make sure that they know that I love them, and to make sure that they know that, you know what I'm saying, like, we support them no matter what. You know, so as I fix this damn sound on here, I'm just always praying for you guys. Make sure you're praying for the world, you guys. All right, and I won't be on here for too long because I got other stuff to do. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Don't mind my dirty ass pants either. Heck is that? Oh, okay, I know what that is. I know what that is. Okay. I bet. All right, you guys. All right, but what's shaking with everybody? Y'all straight? Y'all good? Y'all good? What's everybody up to, man? Let's see something. 1 second, guys.
You prefer penguin? Yeah, maybe I'll take the penguin. I did spend 500.
Yeah. All right. Okay, good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Keep the happiness going. Yep. And by the way, you guys gotta let me know what you want me to talk about. What y'all want me to talk about on here? Shout out to No Limit Brax 1, man, asking me how do you deal with injury and come back from it. Hey, that's one of the toughest things to come back from, is an injury, just because it tests you mentally, physically, emotionally. It just gets crazy. You know, a lot of people don't know what it's like to get injured and come back and try to be the same or try to have the same motivation. So please just stay inspired. You know what I mean? Don't lose that inspiration. Don't lose that passion. Yeah, don't lose that fire inside you. I would say that. You know what I mean? And anybody that's had an injury or anything that's going on in your life, just traumatically, just make sure that you go seek help. Make sure you don't get stuck in your emotions and stuff like that. And you know, just be real with yourself. There's so much going on in the world, and there's so much beauty as well, right? That you can appreciate every time that you wake up, every time that you see your family, your friends. So don't get bogged down on any of that. You know, just do your best to push through, and it's not gonna be perfect. All right, it's not gonna be perfect. You know, so just get that out of your head that it's gonna be a perfect journey back. Your body changes forever, especially if you have a incredible injury, you know, that tries you like that. You know, so I pray that whoever's dealing with any injuries or anything that they're going on in their life, I'm praying that you guys are able to get through it and come out stronger. Yeah, but like, answer my question, chat. First off, put the all leaving sign in the chat, man. Put the twisty fingers in, man. Let me know what y'all wanna see on the stream moving forward. We only got 1,000 viewers in here, which I really don't care about. You know, it's not, like I said, past few years, you know, I don't really get on stream to, you know, like increase anything that I got going on, right? It's mainly about connecting with all you guys around the world, making sure that you guys know how much I appreciate y'all support, and figuring out things that I can explore with, you know, continue to grow and develop into. You know, I'm not a streamer per se, and I don't put that in quotations like I'm disrespecting any streamers, because I love all those guys and girls that really express themselves and especially go up and beyond to spread the truth to all those around the world and not waste their time on here just entertaining folk all the time. You know what I'm saying? I really, really love the younger generation of streamers that have a balance of the entertainment side and then also dive into some real conversations with some real folk that's gonna help change the world and help shape the world. So yeah, bro, that just makes me happy. You know what I mean? I'm part of that older generation that's watching the younger generation really do things, you know, and innovate, right? Like innovation is part of it. Yeah, but you guys gotta let me know what you wanna tap in with, you know what I'm saying? We got this whole, look at my artwork, by the way, just to show you guys, this ain't no flex, but this is just artwork from, I'm not gonna tell you who the artists are, this one. And this one, I'll tell you, I did that one in the middle, and then those over there were purchased from some artists. I don't want you guys copying anything, but I will drop it in the stream soon, very soon. And then hopefully we get over here to this, right here. You know what I'm saying? We get over here to the stream, to the OBS, catch y'all boys over here, and then, you know, yeah, get to it. Yeah. Okay, I'm saying, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What do you guys want to see? Who do you guys want to see on stream, by the way? I got to have some people that I could put on stream. Other streamers. Let me see. Yeah. Definitely shout out YRG, Your Rage, Kai. You know, I see everybody else. Okay. I see all the names. You know, Kai and Your Rage were definitely the ones to kind of introduce me into this world, right? Like it seems like they've taken over this whole streaming world. They doing a thing, and I don't want to not mention any other streamers that are doing the thing too. Shout out to all you guys. You know, big up all your channels. I pray that, you know, in the future, if it aligns, we could do something. I'm seeing ADC, or, you know, I said ADC. That sounds like some unk shit. Okay, Flight, Aiden, So Illuminati, Speed. Boy said Dr. Umar, Rage, Agent. Yeah, you guys got to give me some, like, there's got to be all genres, though. You can't just be telling me, like, yo, you mind turning that down a little this way? Or you can turn it up in the back, this one. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know who y'all want me to connect with on here. You know what I'm saying? Especially before the season starts. This is like my time. September is, we gonna call this the Hey Ya era. Hey Ya era. Make sure y'all spam that in the chat. This is the Hey Ya era right now. You guys are in the midst of it. So anybody that wants to connect on this platform with me, whether it be Twitch, whether it be other platforms that are out there, because you guys got to put me on game. Like, I don't know where to start with all this stuff, but you know what I mean? It's going to be Hey Ya and somebody else. It's got to be Hey Ya, Chief Hey Ya, or Hey Ya and somebody else. And it's the Hey Ya era. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Hey Ya era. I know y'all not used to me just popping up like this, or if you are OG and being a supporter of mine, you know I just do these pop-ups randomly and just taking, you know, having fun with this before the season starts. This is like me having my own media days before media day actually starts, right? Because not all the questions on media day are centered around the things that I want to talk about. So this is my personal kind of way, right? This is my personal way to really get in front of you know, all that, and also make it meaningful and make it impactful. You know, I don't want to just get on here and just waste y'all time, but I will be doing more or IRL streams. I will be being able to show you guys some exclusive onto drops and colorways and storytelling that we have going on over there. I got some Her Kind I merch for you guys as well. You know, me and my sister started a brand called Mindless, which was going well for a minute, and then we ended up taking it down just to be able to rebrand. So, you know, just doing things that are necessary to be able to take care of my business interests while also getting feedback from you guys and you know, the tribe, the community, and just really being invested and hearing from you guys as well, like in live engagement, whether that be getting on Discord, or getting on Twitter, or getting on IG Live. You know, just let me know on all my platforms, just how y'all want to connect, how you guys want to, treat this. Like for me, I'm learning how to storytell, learning how to include my passions, my interest in things that I'm doing without it being too corny or being too in front of people's faces. You guys know I'm not one of those types of people that wants to come on here and sell you a pipe dream or sell you a product all the time. You know, I'm just always about the genuine connection, and you're gonna hear me make some word mistakes a few times too. So just get used to that. I'm imperfect. I'm not a perfect fucking human being, so I'm gonna make some mistakes at times. So, but look, I really want to build a genuine connectivity, a genuine connection, and I want to have genuine connectivity to you guys, and not do it in a way where it's like all pre-planned, but do it in a way that feels organic, feels authentic, and honestly just, you know, puts my morals first, right? Puts those as the foundation first. I'm always going to speak about being God-led, putting God first, putting your faith first as well, but also having that deep belief in yourself that you can achieve anything you put your mind to. You have a tribe around you, right? And if you don't have a tribe around you, or family members or friends that support you, this is what the community is here for too. We want to make sure that we're putting a lot of love into homes, and, you know, just making sure that we pour the right things into each other, y'all. It's really as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger and I had so much more of like a freedom of expression, where I knew, like for example, somebody's going to screen record this, and then somebody's going to put it on YouTube, and somebody's going to capitalize or get views and all that stuff, and then somebody's going to use that video and then put my voice in something else that makes it seem like I'm talking about something else. Y'all know the bullshit that goes on. Like, we don't have to talk about that. But, you know, the long-term goal in this is to be able to build community, continue to build on the tribe, you know? So I'm not going to put a schedule out on saying like, hey, I'm going to be here this day, that day. But if you tapped into Twitch, if you tapped into other platforms, then you'll see me on that. And just being able to again, just stay organic, stay authentic, and tap in with y'all a lot more. All right? Yeah, so let me know. Let me know what y'all want to do on stream. I do have a schedule though. I think tomorrow though, even though I won't call myself a super fan of 2K anymore, but you know, all the boys, all the bros, you know, my little sister as well, she wants to get on 2K25. So I'll be doing my build live on 2K25. I'll be introducing different friends of mine, different family members on the stream while I'm here. Yeah, and then it's just more in IRL stuff. Like, I gotta show y'all what I be doing at the gym, you know, when I'm working out, just to give you guys a run of just how things go, right? I ain't gonna say like I'm gonna be streaming everywhere I go, but I'm saying that you guys will get an inside look on certain things that I haven't really put out there. And also just to give you like more of an emphasis on what I'm talking about. The foundation of this too is to be able to speak my truth. I don't know if you guys saw, you know, the title of the video, but the truth is always the right choice. And I'm here to embody the truth. I'm here to embody how God has led me into so many new endeavors, new discoveries, new curiosities, has led me out of the ashes at times where I thought I was done. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at my life from the outside, right, and you don't really know who I am, you can see things around the world said about me, people talking about me constantly. And, you know, no matter how many times I say that these people don't know me, this is sometimes the only way that people can download information. So, you know, the foundation of this is to be able to speak on my truth, stand on my truth, embody the truth, and come together with some other truth tellers around the world and really make this bigger, you know, to make this revolution bigger. You know, again, I don't have all the answers, so don't come on here expecting me to give you the rundown on everything that's going on, because some things are not meant for social platforms. And you gotta understand that balance. So, you know, again, I have such a unique responsibility in the world now to be more conscientious of how I put my messaging out and how, most importantly, I put my truth out. You know, not every platform deserves to hear it, but definitely the people that I am leading and also the people that are leading me, this is necessary, right? I'm just doing God's work. I'm here to continue on the path of many people that have come before me to continue to spread this word. You know, and even if people can't handle the necessary truth, you know, I know they'll come around eventually, right? And if they don't come around eventually, then, you know, we just leave it up to God. All right, so I'm always praying for you guys as well. You know, don't get it twisted either. There is another spectrum of having fun on this platform as well, or being on these platforms. You know, you get to get introduced to me in a different fashion or form. If you haven't, you know, welcome to the tribe. I'm always throwing up my twisted fingers for my tribe because we tied it in a DNA strand. You know what I mean? This is how locked in we are. I know you see plenty of people throwing this up and throwing that emoji up. Hey, I'm not saying that we copying anybody. I'm not saying it's original, but, you know, I got this from the Rough Riders and DMX, and I always want to pay homage to where I came from, the Bronx, New York, and also Jersey and the East Coast. Like, I'm really a Jersey kid at heart, and, you know, sometimes I be hiding sometimes I'm hiding my accent and hiding just the way I grew up and shit, and just, you know, like, I'm really a New York, New Jersey kid that if you know, you know. And if you don't know, then you'll find out in a very... You good, Spice? Okay. I'm gonna get Jay. Okay. All right, yeah. So, yeah, just, and not, again, like, I don't get a chance to just be this open all the time, you know, especially during the season, because, you know, like, I'll tell you, I'll give you one secret, right? Secret about media, right? In terms of where I'm at. I'll give you one secret. And I think I've shared this before on this platform, but of course, nobody fucking believes me at times. And that's fine too. I don't care. But just, you see the way I'm speaking to y'all now, like, you see the engagement, you see, like, it's easy for me to be myself. But when you guys see me during the season and I'm sitting up there and I'm answering questions, like, this is how I feel like I'll be looking like. Let me show y'all. This is how I feel I'll be looking like. Yeah, no, absolutely. No. I just believe that if we get the basketball and, you know, outscore the other team, and we do this and we do that, then we'll come out on the other side as victors. Hey, you know, so Kai, how'd you feel about the game? I just, you know, we played well. You know, it's one of those moments in the season and I feel like we got to get better. All right. Like, that's what I'm talking about. All that shit is media trained. Media trained. We gotta, like, you know what I mean? Again, this is an inner secret. Nobody will probably admit it and be like, yeah, Kai's right. But we have to talk a certain type of way, and that shit be bogus to me at times, right? Because it's not authentic. And that's what you usually get when I'm, you know, that's what I'm getting when I'm on stage. That's what you're getting too. Like, you're getting a very media trained type of response. And I don't really like that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't really for me. Like, I get it. It's my responsibility, but I don't like being inauthentic on that stage, right? And being in Dallas, it's been a world of difference. So shout out to all the Dallas media. You know, being in New York and being in that scrum, being in Boston, even being in Cleveland, right? Like, all those three markets were a lot different than Dallas, so I won't, like, compare it. But I'm just saying, like, on here, you'll get me. Out there, when you see me on stage and they're asking me questions, yeah, you know what I mean. So, I got y'all. I appreciate all y'all mods helping me out, because I'm reintroducing some of these topics and some of these things that I've already talked to y'all about. You know, just making sure that before we move forward, that everybody gets an understanding. All right, everybody gets an understanding that this is going to be totally different than probably what you've seen or you've known about me if you're new to this, but also if you've been part of the tribe for a minute, you already know what's up. We got shit to do. And the quote or the phrase that is going to be used throughout these next... So training camp starts on the 27th or the 28th. So I give myself like 20 days. Just see where I'm at in 20 days. All right? Bookmark this clip. Just see where we're at in 20 days. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. All right? I took a little bit of a break off so I can come back even stronger. All right? I took a little bit of a break off from this because I wanted to come back even stronger. And I didn't want to have you know, like I didn't want to have any reserved feelings or any regrets of doing this either. I just wanted to be full force. And the quote and the phrase that I'm using is lock the fuck in. I'm talking to you. Lock the fuck in. We don't have time for any of the bullshit. We don't. We don't. Lock the fuck in, chat. You gotta lock in, like, and again, I'm saying this for myself, but I'm sharing it with you guys as you come on this journey with me. It's like, that's all you're gonna hear me say to a lot of people at times is like, yo, I don't have time to hear your fucking excuses. Lock the fuck in. I've been up, you know what I mean? I was supposed to be up. By the way, let me tell you guys, this is my only story that I'm telling before, you know what I'm saying, get out of here. I gotta get a fucking cut too. Look at my shit, you guys. Look, you see how my hair gets flat and shit? I get a fucking cut. But look, the reason why I'm saying lock the fuck in is because when I woke up this rising, it's like 4:40, 4:45. It may have been 4:50. I was supposed to get up, go get some jimmies up at the gym. You know when you wake up and you sitting there, you tired. I'm tired too. I'm like, literally, this is me. 4:45, 4:50, whatever, right? Sitting there. I'm like, damn, bro. I gotta get the fuck up. Like, sick that I gotta get up. I snooze the phone. Snooze it. Boom. I'm like, fuck it. I got 8 minutes. I think it's like 9 minutes and 59 seconds. 8 minutes, whatever. If you have an iPhone, you know how much the snooze. It's like 8 minutes, 59 seconds, something like that. They don't even make it 10 minutes. I don't know why Apple changed it, but fuck it. I'm not here to complain about it. I press the snooze button. Boom. Go to sleep. Wake up. Almost in a panic. What? Fuck. All right. It's only 4:50 something. Then, as I do that, right? Boom, I hit the snooze again. You know what happens after that? After you hit the snooze button 2-3 times, it's a wrap for you. That was my rising. I didn't wake back up until 7:13. I saw my alarm again. It was 5 something. I don't remember the time. What is that? L. So fucking L, bro. Went back, got up, hype. Yo, I'll just go back to sleep, take a snooze. Boom. We go get some shots up at 5:30. Slept through that shit. Woke up. 7:13. Pissed the fuck off. Let me tell y'all about this. I'm pissed off at myself. I'm not pissed off at anybody else. I'm pissed off at me because I let me down. You know what I said to myself? Lock the fuck in. Lock in. No, and again, and I see y'all comments and stuff like that. It says, like, yo, it happens. I'm not trying to hear that shit. That's what I'm saying. We don't have time for all the excuses like, yo, it's okay. You can get rest. You can get this. You can get that. That ass. That's the type of energy you want to be on. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to be babied. And I pray that some of y'all at home are not trying to be babied either. It's time to lock in. Whatever you're doing, lock the fuck in. Lock in. I have to lock in. So these next days are going to show you what it's like to be a rusty, not in shape, right? Like, and this is me talking about myself too. It's just like, literally, I'm always being an extremist too. That's just my personality. Like, I'm an extremist to a certain degree, right? In certain categories. So when it comes to like basketball and getting in shape, you're going to hear me talk about myself sometimes in vulgar terms that I don't necessarily believe it's just a motivation. All right. So before y'all get into y'all shit, all right, just letting y'all know. So I'm talking to myself like, yo, lock the fuck in. So 7:13 hits. I wake up. I call the guy. I apologize to the guy right away. Like our AD, the athletic director, I apologize. I leave him a 30-second message. I said, yo, so-and-so, I'm sorry that, you know what I mean, like, I didn't come, this rising, yada, 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 da, 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 da. I hang up, boom, voicemail, boom, hang up. I call my brother. Yo, we still on for 5:30? I get the text, I get the call. He's like, bro, don't even worry about it. The school is, the lights, there's a power failure. Power failure anyway, all right? Power failure happened at 4 a.m. So even if I would have got up at 5:30, you feel me? Even if I got up, I would have been a power failure. So I didn't go. I couldn't have gone anyway. So boom, he hits me with that. I'm relieved, but I'm not satisfied with my effort. So you know what I gotta do? I gotta make that shit up. If you're not locked in at that time, you have to make that up. You have to make that up. You have to make up that workout session. You cannot just be sitting in the crib and thinking shit sweet and be like, all right, I'm gonna get to it in the afternoon. No. Gotta make it up. So, boom, I get outside. And I think it's honestly like a punishment on my end. I decide, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna run the hill. I'm gonna run a hill. The hill starts like this. It goes up like this, and then it goes like this. No kizzy. Goes like this. Starts going like this. Hey, when I tell y'all my lungs were on fire outside, my lungs were on fire. No. Let me say that better. Lungs were in fuego. My lungs were in fuego outside. You know when you just start jogging, or like say you've been in gym class, right? And the gym teacher tells you, yo, get to that mile run. That was me. That was me, straight up. Yo, no stretch, no nothing. Started breathing crazy hard. I don't know why, but I see somebody just said that I think I was bionic. Yes. Okay, look, call my belief or my confidence in myself that I'm a superhuman irrational, but I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I don't feel normal. I'm sorry, I don't feel like a normal human being. I don't feel like there's anything normal about me. So excuse me for not trying to do normal shit sometimes. And you know, one of the main reasons why I don't feel human is because I outwork majority of y'all. Sorry, chat. I didn't mean y'all like that. All right, chat. Forgive me. I didn't mean y'all. Like that. I don't take it disrespectfully. I'm joking. Y'all relax. Oh my gosh. You see how y'all be taking this shit mad personal, bro? Relax. I'm not talking about y'all, but and you know I'm always gonna say this, but none of y'all in this chat could fuck with me one-on-one. None of y'all in this chat could fuck with me one-on-one. All right, I won't say jokes like that again. All right, my fault, chat. My fault. Look. Yo, y'all gotta relax, bro. Y'all gotta relax in the comments, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I didn't mean it like that. All right, I gotta control myself. Sometimes my joke could be tough, but look, I'm telling you this is because I don't think y'all should feel normal either. I don't think if you do anything to the best of your ability and you've worked years at it or you just started at it, I don't think that you should feel like you're a normal human being because a lot of human beings out here, they're okay with being here. I want to push you guys to be here. You know, I don't want you to see my life and think that I'm not pushing myself or making things up to a certain degree where it helps me, right? Like, and I say make things up is like just using my imagination to be able to get better as a person, just overall, right? I don't use basketball as just for work, right? I use basketball as a tool to be able to stay in shape, stay active, you know, especially people in my community or that come from my community, whether it be, you know, culturally or racially, right? There's so many diseases and issues that go on if we don't take care of ourselves. So it's always very, very important for me to stay active and challenge myself, right? Like it's the hardest thing to do when it's you versus you, but it's one of the most beautiful journeys ever, is you figuring out what you can get out of your body. Like me being 32 now, you know, it does get weird getting older. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Some of y'all youngers out there, it does feel weird getting older because you have to look at your past, right? And realize either how much time you wasted or how much time you utilized to grow, to prepare for this, right? I wasn't always confident in challenging myself or even comfortable, right? But I have such a unique mental component about me that separates me from, you know, just everyday things and people, right? I want to be great, and I am gonna be greater than what I am, but it also starts with servicing myself every day consistently. And I mean servicing myself, just so if everybody can just, you know, get on the same page with me, it just means taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental, spiritual, emotional, physical health. All those things that you don't pay attention to in your 20s, you got to pay attention to even more so in your 30s. You know, I don't want to be a young person that is unhealthy or not active. Like the pandemic and 2020, when everybody was inside and shit and nobody could come outside, I felt like that was a generation that missed the outside. You know, I think when all that stuff happened, a generation missed the outside component of going the fuck outside. I didn't miss out on that. I was outside all the time. And I don't mean outside in the streets, even though, you know what I'm saying, everybody be out in the streets sometimes. Like, but I just did not miss out on the outside time. Like, you need outside time. You need outdoor time. Go the fuck outside if you inside. You cannot be on video games all day. I can't be in front of this camera all day. I can't be just stagnant. Right, I can't stay stagnant. I got to get outside and experience stuff. Excuse me, I got something in my eyes, probably some cold. I got to wash my face and shit. I told y'all. I got up early, so it's just been me being up. Okay, all right. The reason why I'm sharing this is what I want for myself is the same thing I would want for anybody else, is to continue to challenge yourself, but also be aware of how much you can grow, right? Like, continue to strive for that. Don't be stagnant. Don't be afraid for that progress. Just be active, right? You know what I mean? Like, be active. Go outside, ground yourself, take your shoes off, walk on the dirt, you know, get some fresh air, meditate outside. Be able to have a balance of just what you do, right? Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at these comments and stuff, trying to keep up. But look, with all that being said, the reason why I told y'all that story is because we have to lock the fuck in. We don't have time. I definitely don't have time. I don't know if you have time, but we don't have time for distractions. We don't have time for the propaganda efforts going on out there, either paying attention to that bullshit. We don't have time to waste on this earth. We don't. So I'm not going to allow myself to be mediocre, right? And I think when I say that too, I'm not just talking about basketball. And when people see me, and again, this is just something I've had to get used to, and it hasn't been happening so much lately because I meet a world of people and I meet some great human beings that love me for things that I do outside of basketball. But also there's the other side of, you know, when you're striving to be great in basketball or striving to be great in any sport, there's a different recipe in terms of how you go about that. But also the perception that you have to deal with from everybody watching that journey is different than when you're a regular person. And I say regular person very innocently too and responsibly, but just me, I just call myself a regular person. Like a regular person just striving to be better outside of the public perception. I don't get any accolades for growing as a person like that no one can see. It's literally just a me thing. Whether that be reading books about history, whether that be reading books from authors that have challenged me intellectually, whether that be going outside, you know, and trying to meditate for more than 15 to 20 minutes, whether it be me doing something for my family members or doing something for my dad or my mom, or, you know, like doing stuff for them that nobody will celebrate me for. But I put in the hard work that's necessary for it to happen, right? So that growth enabled things to happen for others, right? And that's why this journey for me is so selfish for greatness. And greatness means just being balanced in the spectrum of life, right? I always will say I'm not a perfect human being, because even as you take this advice, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Some things may apply to you, some things may not. And I will put that out there. Like, some advice may rock with, you may rock with, some advice you may not. But the way I approach things, I don't care whether or not you fuck with my mentality. I just know that it's worked because of, I have plenty of moments where they are self-celebratory moments, because I do it for me. And then on top of that, it affects and impacts others to continue to do great things and great works and inspire me. That's how this relationship works. I do great works, you do great work, we inspire each other. That's how this goes. That's the relationship. I do great work, you do great work, and I'm talking about the self-healing work, the work of being aware of what's going on out in the world, and doing the work that it takes to be a great father, son, brother, human being, whatever, you know, gender you are, like, in male, female as well. Like, it's just, you're on that self-discovery journey yourself. So again, I am not always going to give you the right advice on how to handle it. I'm just going to speak from my truth and tell you what has worked for me. And then, hey, we connect and we inspire each other. But the phrase of the tribe, or the tribal phrase, yeah, I'll say the tribal phrase for the next, this means the future. For years to come, this is the Heya era. This is the tribe era, where we are the generation that's going to come in and change all this shit up. We are going to change up the energy of the world, because guess what we are? We are locked the fuck in. We are locked in. If you're locked in, yo, don't just put the twisty fingers in the chat. If you locked in, if you fucking locked in with me for the next 20 days, bro, put the twisty fingers in the air, man. I know we only got a few people left because it's still early. It's 9:44, so the rest of the world, we don't know if they're up yet. But if you locked into the tribe and you really, and I'm talking about you really locked in with me, put the twisty fingers in the air so I know it's real. I know it'll be real then. So all these, y'all see what's going on. If we not locked in, what the fuck are we doing? Respectfully, I don't mean to curse in front of you guys if any parents are watching or any kids are watching, okay? You saw the warning. You saw the warning label before you came in here, didn't you? Okay, cool. So we locked in. And as we are more and more and more and more and more locked in, and the more people come along with us, make sure you tell them exactly what I told them. Lock the fuck in. We don't have time for the BS. I've already taken enough hits. I've already taken enough losses. I've already taken my accountability for what I want to do better. Now it's just about following those goals, making sure that you don't react to no bullshit or no distractions, and stay focused. So I want to include you guys in this next phase of my journey. And I just appreciate y'all showing love, and especially those that have been with me since my Duke days, since my St. Pat's days, since my Cleveland days, you know, that started rocking with me when I went to Boston, started rocking with me when I went to Brooklyn, and then started rocking with me when I went to Dallas. Shout out all you guys, because you're one of the main reasons of inspiration for me, that why I continue. I want to let you guys know that, like, the reason why I continue to still smile and do me is because I have a tribe around me, and I got people that I got, you told you my language. Once I get on here, I start speaking. I don't give a fuck. I got people all around the world. I got people all around the world that's really rocking with the tribe. So, you know what I mean? Let me see. Let me play my goddamn. And with that being said, I'm gonna tap in with you guys maybe a little bit later. I'll probably, you know, again, you guys gotta let me know, should I do another stream today or should I just wait till tomorrow? Because this one was 45 minutes, 57 seconds. You know, let me know. Let me know. Today? Tomorrow? Yes, do one today. Yes. Yes. Thumbs up for yes. Today? Thumbs up. Oh, I see you new iPhone. Yes, today. Yes, today. Let's see. Play my joint real quick, man. Let y'all know what type of vibe we on, man. I'm not telling y'all who the artists are. All right, locked in. Okay, bet. We locked. Let's see. Let me know if y'all don't do it. And that's my exit, you guys. That's it. We doing a chat later. We doing a stream later, but thinking about the chat later. Thinking about all the things I'm about to do in my life for the future. If y'all know this music, put it in the chat. If you know, you know. This is the face, by the way. This is the face I'm making too. All year. They not fucking with us when we locked in, I promise you. They not fucking with us when we locked in. Don't make any space for... We're not making any space for any bullshit. No BS in the tribe. On God, they can't fuck with us. They'll be surrounded with shiny chutes and black trucks. On God, you can't fuck with us. I promise. On God, you can't fuck with us. You'll be surrounded with shiny chutes and black trucks. They don't know. I promise, on God, I promise they can't fuck with us. You know they tried to get us out of here for this, so, you know what I'm saying? They tried to get me out of here for this. They tried to get me out of here for this. You know it's tatted on me. Stop playing. Y'all know it's tatted on me. Y'all know it's tatted on me, man. It's real. Y'all know it's tatted on me, man. I'm all leaving. Come on, y'all. That's why they hate it. That's why they hate it. They hate this. They hate it, bro, because I'm locked in and I'm smiling through it. Try, hey, stop. Hey, yo, by the way, side note, it's the end of the stream, so. Hey, yo, by the way, my fault. My fault. You gotta be able to have fun. My fault if you in school watching this shit. I'm sorry. Show your teacher this. I'm sorry. Show your teacher this. I'm sorry. When we vibing like this, don't ask me to freestyle, please. Because we're gonna get somebody in here that could really freestyle. I'm not saying that I can't freestyle, because I really just dropped a bar on y'all. Y'all had no idea that I wrote that. It's like, on God, I promise you can't fuck with us. You'll be surrounded with some shiny suits and black trucks. Another black boy fly, energized by them sunny skies. Stay dangerous even when it's safe. Learn to fish, make your plate. All I know is making more Frito-Lays. Look, you see how I just gave y'all that real quick? I have some stuff written. I actually have a few songs. But y'all didn't say that's what y'all wanted to hear. You guys don't know that I make music. I mean, a few of you guys know that, but I haven't put anything out. I'm just saying, like, this is no shade on anybody. I've seen the history of how basketball players have converted into musical artists. There's only been a few people that have gone and been successful at it, very successful at it. Shout out to them, because they inspire me. But in due time, y'all didn't ask for the music though. Y'all asked for, like, I won't say what people were saying because y'all see the chat and shit like that, but a lot of people didn't ask for the music. Y'all didn't ask for that. So if y'all don't ask for it, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. And if somebody just said release it in a somebody just said put it underneath an anonymous name. All right. If I put it underneath an anonymous name and I tell y'all that name, are y'all gonna fuck with it? Or should I just put it under my name and then just let y'all fuck with it in general? Because I don't want to do the, you know, I already have something that I'm working at. You know what I mean? I'm working for another championship. So I have my focus there. So I'm not going to be like, hey, yo, I'm locked into the music. Like, nah, I just love music. My mom played piano. She played multiple instruments. She sang in the church. I have a musical side to me that, hey, I love it. I'm a band geek. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something real quick. Don't judge me this. This is another story before Fela Kuti comes back on. If y'all know that was playing. Fela Kuti was playing in the background, okay? For all you Afro beats, Afro dancehall nerds. Let me tell you guys. All right. Told you guys I was a nerd. I was a band geek, band nerd. It's my last story. I swear to you, it's my last story. Gotta do the Keith Lee hands. Keith Lee hands right now. Give me a second. Being a band geek, or being a nerd in school, sometimes you are susceptible to bullying. I want to apologize to all those that have been bullied or have gone through some type of bullying, because I don't stand for that shit, all right? I was one of those band geeks that was also somebody that knew how to throw hands. Let me just say that. Nerds are the coolest people. I'm a nerd myself. You can call me weird. You can call me whatever you want. I love education. And even though I didn't stay in school long enough, I love education. I don't believe in all the things that the school system teaches now, but I believe that you should have a sense of self, of being smart. I never wanted to follow the other side, meaning the other side, which means like, you don't give a fuck about school, you don't give a fuck about education. That was never me. My introduction into being more of even an outward, like, I don't want to say like outward expressive of a nerd, right? But as I got older, I stopped caring about what people thought. And by the way, somebody said that there's a lot of indoctrination going on in school. There's absolutely a lot of indoctrination going on in school. That's why I said I don't agree with everything, but some things I do, you know, I feel like can help. I went to school and I was a band geek, like I told you, but I also knew how to throw my hands. I'm not saying that don't throw your hands if somebody come close to you, but like sometimes the cool guys or the jocks, right, the athletes, not everybody sees the nerds as cool people, or like even the cool people in school. I don't want to get too deep into this, but I'm just saying when I was younger, I had to protect certain friends of mine because people would try them in school. I didn't care for all that bullshit they were trying because I actually enjoyed music and I did not mind appreciating art for what it is in terms of the community that I come from. Like, music is everything. Music has shaped me into being who I am today in terms of just even my thoughts, understanding the power of like sounds and just hearing different music over and over. So there's appreciation for that. But I would say that my opening into music was Glee. I don't know if you guys have watched Glee. I don't know if you guys have watched Rent. I don't know if you guys have watched musicals across, you know, the spectrum from Disney or from, you know, other production companies. Like, Glee is what started me off with just like what else is out there. Like, you gotta imagine I'm a Jersey kid, so any of that shit that really goes on in Glee, we ain't really fucking with it at all. And if I came in there and was like, yo, guess what, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Guess what I was watching last night? Glee. None of my friends was like, yo, I'm watching Glee too. So I was one-on-one, you know, in the locker room. So you can imagine how I'm loving music, but my friends over here in the basketball community at times, they're like, yo, bro, that shit corny, da-da-da-da. So I had to live multiple roles where, yes, I am a band nerd, band geek. Yes, I'm a little bit weirdo. Yes, I appreciate things, but also I will bust your ass in basketball. So if you try to talk shit to me, I'm the wrong one. I'm the wrong one. Like, I am so uniquely comfortable in my own skin. I love Glee. I love Rent. I love musicals. I love music in general. and I will come to the court and bust your ass. That was how I felt. So it gave me the pass certain times, like yo, Kai, yeah, Kai nerd, but like he's still one of us. So the basketball community accepted me, right? But also my goal was to bridge music and hoop. And as you see, I have brothers and sisters in the music industry now. And as I've gotten older, I've just manifested it. Like I have brothers and sisters that I love that, you know, have done amazing things in the music industry. And then I have brothers and sisters in the basketball community that have done wonders. So I've always loved being a mix of both genres of the world, because music is so influential and then you have sports is so influential. But I always wanted to remain myself, and I never wanted to be called a jock. I never wanted to be called a slack off in school. I never wanted to be called somebody that needed basketball in order to be successful. And I want to share that with you guys too, if you're in sports or anything like that, or if you're in music. Like, it's okay to train your mind for other things. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. And I know the story got long-winded, but I was really getting to the point of just saying I had to fight at times to be accepted by either the music community or just the basketball community. And during that fight, I found out that we are all just artists, and we all want to create, and we all have passions to be great at what we do. And that's the bridge, right? Is the greatness that we're all striving for. I'm a young person still, even though I'm in my 30s. You guys can call me Unc. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm an uncle anyway. But when I was in my younger years, like 21, 22, and being a child star, all this stuff got blurred. You know what I mean? Of just like which side you can be on. And I always had a peace of mind when I would go to my brother Chris Brown's house. You know, that's my family right there. We locked in for life. But I would always get the lay of the land about what was going on in the music industry, and also hanging with him. Like, it's a different pace. It's a different pace. You know what I'm saying? That was my introduction. But to simplify it again, it was just like, yo, as you get older, accept the things that may be too out there, like too nerdy or too geek. Like, be friends with everybody. It's okay. Like, you can have people that disrespect you that you don't fuck with, but when you're in school, you know what I mean? Like, when you're in school, there was always a mentality to be around people that you were comfortable with. But I would say, if you really think about the way the world works, it's a very open world. It's very segmented and segregated still, but like, it's an open world for you to get to know other things about other people. And the moment you do that, getting to know other people, where they are, where they're from, the more that you realize that you are just a blip in the universe, and you are existing in order for yourself to fulfill a purpose for God, to meet different people. So if music and basketball is your medium, or your mediums to be able to get closer to God, or get closer to other people, or go where God is needed most, because I feel like that's where I am now, is I'm in a place where I go where I'm needed most, or where God needs me most. So I will not, again, mistake my words and say I have it all figured out. I'm just saying, as a kid, getting to know everybody in school, or getting to know other people in school, and never knowing what they're going to turn out to be, is very important. I had a lot of belief in myself, but it was so much more fun having other friends that did other great things, because it was easy to stay inspired. It was easy to stay lifted emotionally, right, in a positive manner. All right. So I just want to share that with you guys. Is greatness as a person is so much more important than greatness in your craft itself. And there's an ability to do both. You can be great at who you are, and you can be great at being that other role, that other craftsman, right, or craftswoman. So just find that balance, you guys, and I will continue to inspire you the best way I can by being as forward-facing and engaging like this, and also just letting you know, like, I love you, I appreciate you, I'm always praying for you and your family, and, you know, yeah, it's just so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than me. These stories are just gonna continue to be shared with you guys, and, you know, the more music that I do and the times where we're on here and you want to hear some of it, just let me know, okay, guys? And that's the end of the stream, you guys. That's it. That's it. That's all I got for you. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. Until next time. I say next time like I'm not going to see y'all in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see y'all in a little bit. Right? I may be outside. I may be at the basketball court. I may be driving a Mini Coupe. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Guys, this is random. All right? I don't have time for distractions. So this is whatever I'm connecting with, we're connecting with. All right? So stay locked in. Y'all thinking like a couple hours? Couple hours? What y'all thinking? A couple hours? Lock the fuck in, you guys. I'm praying that you guys have a great day, all right? Make sure y'all tell y'all moms and y'all dads I said hello, y'all brothers, y'all sisters, y'all cousins, everybody in your family, everybody in your tribe. Tell them I said was good. And always put prayers up for our brothers and sisters fighting for their liberation that have been oppressed for years. Make sure that you put as much support as you can behind the great revolutionary leaders that we have around the world, you know, whether it be my age, whether it be younger, whether it be older. People know what the fuck they're talking about out here, you guys. And don't fall for the propaganda. Don't fall for the bullshit out here. Don't fall for the lies. I'm not huge into the political side of things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm aware of what's going on. Understand the houses of government. Understand what's going on. All right? And I love y'all. I'll catch y'all later. All right? Peace. Free all our oppressed communities around the world. You already know where I stand. Peace, you guys.